So to this city on the shores of the ocean named for peace came 1,300 representatives of the 46 United Nations, delegates from nations large and small, and from many countries devastated by war. They came from near and far, from cultures ancient and modern. Through press and camera, men and women, soldiers and civilians the world over followed this meeting of the nations, praying for its success. The newsreel cameras were the eyes of the world, recording this historic endeavor.
At San Francisco, 50 United Nations reaffirmed their faith in the dignity and worth of the human person, without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion. The representatives of 2,000 million people pledged to promote freedom from fear and freedom of expression, freedom from want, and freedom of worship.
If I have your pleasure, may I invite the leaders of delegations who are in favor of the approval of the Charter and the Statute and the Agreement on Interim Arrangements to rise in their places and be good enough to remain standing while they're counted.
There were many who doubted that agreement could ever be reached by these 50 countries, differing so much in race and religion and language and culture. But these differences were all forgotten in one unshakable unity of determination to find a way to end wars.
The United Nations was set up, a tribunal empowered to mediate international disputes and to enforce its decisions. Soon, this machinery was put to the test. In Indonesia and elsewhere, people felt the strong desire for independence and the control of their own destinies, and this had been seen in the United Nations Charter. A Republic of Indonesia had been set up, embracing a large part of the island empire, which had until then been under the rule of the Netherlands. Civil unrest broke out in the Republic and the other islands. Although the Netherlands had recognized the new republic, differences arose, and the Dutch began military operations. In July 1947, the hostilities in Indonesia were brought to the attention of the Security Council of the United Nations. The Council immediately issued a ceasefire order and appointed a committee of good officers to aid in the peaceful negotiation of the dispute between the Netherlands and the Republican leaders.